Hey, what is going on, everyone? How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday. Let me get rid of that. It's Wednesday, had a good day today. I'm prepping to get heat installed in my house. Proper heat, not this old 1850s fireplace crap that actually it works. Don't get me wrong, but it requires a lot of work and wood and you got to chop, which I actually enjoy chopping wood. You guys know about my axe. All right, I'm a big fan. I feel like I'm really low. I feel like I need to be higher, but my desk is this is this is it. I feel like I need to change my camera. Would it make more sense if I'm closer to the camera? Should I be closer to the camera? What do you guys think? Can I zoom in a little bit? The insulation has helped, Ryan. Yes, very much. Um, but not enough to like have the place warm. You know what I mean? Like I want the place to be warm. I'm fine. I shouldn't be closer. Okay. I need a side view of my head. Like like that or something. Dude, look at this freaking thing. What is happening? This is the beardiest. I'm seriously like getting super beardy. But it's not filling in here. I don't know if it's time for a beard. I think I need to maybe get rid of it. No, I would be freezing if I got rid of it. You'll overwhelm the screen, V6 Neon says. It's Santa season. Is that what I'm going for? Maybe like a young Santa. Forced. Yeah, it's they're called heat pumps. Just kind of basically just like little condensers for individual sections of my house. They've gotten incredibly efficient, which is great. That's what I'm looking for. Because currently the heat that I have that isn't fireplaces, I'll still use my fireplaces. Don't get me wrong. Just kind of like sit when it gets really cold outside, light a couple fires and just kind of, you know, help. It'll be good. The beard is a source of a man's power. That's what they told me about my hair, and I cut that off and then started bleeding subscribers ever since. No, I don't think what is it? Causation, correlation, all that jazz. Okay, so Camelot is going to be joining me as soon as he can. He was stuck in traffic, I guess, what he was saying. I think, he works full time. I actually don't know what he does. He might have, who knows? He might have gone back to GameStop for all I know. But we're going to find out because Camelot, he's joined us over on Side Scrollers. The dude's hilarious. He he's a race car driver. This guy, he's like a comedian, but he's not. Just the best kind of self-deprecating slash quick-witted style that you really love. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with Camelot tonight. So he'll be joining us shortly. For now, it's just you and I. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. What's good, Metastep? How you doing, buddy? Saltzilla, hello, hello. V6 Neon, Ryan Hinnard, hello, hello, hello. Mick Stellar, McKay Stellar, how you doing? Good to see you. Maynor, I see you over there in chat. Froggy Frank, hello, hello. Forgotten, cheers. Iron Man, I see you. I see you, Iron Man. King Deplorables, what's good, homie? Griffin Turbo, what a great name. Griffin Turbo. I feel like I can like visualize a Griffin Turbo, what it looks like to me. Didn't he get another car? Yeah, I wanna ask about it because I wanted to do racing myself, and I wanna talk to him about like how he got into it in the first place. So I kind of heard his history of GameStop over on Side Scrollers, so I'm not really gonna focus on that too much. I want to, find out where he's from and how he got into racing. Really, like I want to talk about racing because he's not just he's an actual like race car driver. Like he gets in those cars and I don't know, not Formula One, but like the stock cars. They look great. Nick can be Grifton Turbo. Nice, I like it. I gotta up my Grifton game. I feel like I'm slacking. Okay, yeah. You know what? On that note, Christmas is coming up, and I have new merchandise in the store. I don't know which way to point, but if you go to my channel, and then you click store, you can see a bunch of my merch, and it's pretty cool. It's the Crigler Show. I know it says AdamCast here, but we are the Crigler Show now. And I like the Crigler Show. I think I like the Crigler Show more than AdamCast, even though everybody now makes a cast show. And anyway, I want to show you guys a funny tweet that I saw that was... Do I have anything showing? No. Okay. Look at this tweet. I saw this and started laughing my ass off. Tim Pool says, "Hey, Cassandra, we need to have fake beef over Israel to start to generate press attention." And Cassandra has been very open about her Israel / Palestine. She's very pro citizens. I think that's the best way to say. And she's very much against children being killed on all fronts. And regardless, Cassandra's basically doesn't hold back at all. And I just wrote, clearly you need to fire her for speaking her mind. I thought that was good. Come on, that's pretty funny. Right? That's pretty good. No? I enjoy myself. Hey, what's up? Kathoth Swiss for $5 says, "Came in for the slobber pockets, stayed for the soy Jesus." Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Yikes. I like the second half of that super chat. I don't know what the first half means. I'm assuming it has something to do with Camelot. Okay, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to know, but I think I need to ask him. He reported to me that he is home, so he'll be joining. He is here. He is here. All right, bringing him on. The one and only Camelot.
Sorry, man. I did not calculate traffic. Dude, I don't know what's going on in my city. So I live in Huntsville, Alabama. Okay. And everywhere you go, okay, it used to be like kind of, there was like a city area downtown. You drive a little bit, it's kind of like grassy areas, kind of nice. For 20 miles in every direction, there's just apartment complex being constructed because we're a Exodus city, right? So our population's skyrocketing. So dude, it's
below the border. Is that what?
Shit, no, it's from California and shit.
Oh, Californians, even worse.
Yeah, everyone I meet, like, yeah, I'm from the Bay Area. I'm like, you son of a bitch. They're like, yeah, I sold my house for 1.8 million, so I came down here. I'm like, you son of a bitch. But
you bastard.
So traffic is just backed up 100% of the time. On every road, in every direction, and they tried to account for this. And every road got made into like a 6-lane. Doesn't matter. Destroy. And I have a supercar that I sold all my racing stuff because I started racing for a team professionally. So I'm like, well, shit, I don't need any of these cars I have. So I sold everything and I bought a supercar because,
What is a supercar?
I'm in my mid 30s. It's an Audi R8. It's a monster.
Audi
it's a rear engine.
Okay.
Engine's behind her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the engine's behind your face. It's awesome. And
two-seater?
I was just. Yeah, it's just 2 seats. Yeah,
right.
And it's just screaming on the way home. Yeah, like it revs out to 9,000 RPMs. Like, yeah. Wow. And I just hitting every red light, and there's traffic. I think there was 4 years of gated manual. It's the Lamborghini transmission because they like collabed with it.
Oh wow! All right.
It's a beautiful car, but God, I was like freaking pissed because every red light, people going 9 miles an hour and a 35. I'm like, please, Jesus.
Yeah, it's such a waste of a car in those kind of situations.
Yeah, it used to not be like this, but now it is. And I just got some bitch. And
how long ago did it change? Do you think? Like, what does it feel like? Like the last 3 years, 2020 kind of vibe?
Probably. You could notice the increase like every year, and it's like coming to a head now. Probably in the last 6 months, it's just you can't even go anywhere. Like if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 p.m. to 7. It is just every red light is backed up through the intersection in every road.
Well, that's California just trying to make it feel like home. Because that's basically every city in California.
Yeah, and every woman that's at. You know what they did, Adam? They did that damn South Park episode thing. I don't know if you ever seen this episode.
What, the Pandaverse?
No, it's there's an episode a few years ago, and they made this thing called Mid City or Midtown, and it's like this super hipstery coffee shop, like ramen shop little area, and like Randy becomes obsessed with it, and all the characters are like, oh, I don't know what I did without this before, and the Whole Foods, and that shit popped up immediately in the middle of Huntsville. It's like and it's called Mid City. It's hilarious. It's even got the same name as South Park almost.
Wow.
And it looks the exact same. And there's all these girls there with pink hair, and they're like mask on in 2023, almost 2024.
Wow.
COVID's still an issue. It's like, no, bitch, you just used to moral grandstanding, and you love people looking at you like you're morally superior. But in actuality, everybody just looks at you like a dumbass. To be fair.
Well spoken and very true. So that's sad. So they're taking over your town.
They're taking us over, man. They're taking our
Was
jobs.
Huntsville?
Huntsville, Alabama, man.
What a great sounding name for a town. Huntsville, Alabama. That sounds like you'd be watching like a war film, and one of the guys in the unit is like from Huntsville, Alabama, and they're like, "Oh shit, all right."
Yeah, we go hard. No, dude, I moved here in 2013 or 2011, 2013, I think, and bought a house in 2013. I was married back then, and dude, it was like a normal ass place, kind of rural in most areas. There was a tiny downtown area that was bumping on the weekends. That was it. And fast forward to now, it's been 10 years, and it is it's like freaking a huge city, like skyscrapers shit everywhere. I'm like, what's happening, man? And then you can't go down University Drive anymore because you get slapped around. You stop and get gas in University Drive, you're getting killed. Don't do it.
Oh, seriously, it's dangerous. Crime.
Oh, yeah, the project areas has gotten way more projecty. It's unbelievable. Wow. Yeah, so you just don't go in certain places. Homeless, Adam. Holy, how do I forget this? I saw one homeless dude like in the last 5 years from 2013 to 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
There's a gas station right beside my gym. Used to go to every day because they have little Fairlife protein drinks, $2. They're so delicious. And there's like 5 homeless people just sitting out in front of it, and they're not even nice. They're mean as hell. So
give me some damn money. I know you got change. I hear it jingling.
Yeah, they're just there like looking at you all like threatening. And there's homeless people that just sit in the parking lot of my gym, and there's an awning that's in between the business from my gym and the business next door to it. Little awning. Homeless people. There's like buggies under there and like tents and stuff. And I'm like, what is I can't believe this shit. It's crazy.
California, man. It's that California energy. They're bringing it all over.
But maybe if Z Ping visits Alabama, they'll clean up all the homeless. It'd be great. Gotta make sure we impress that goofy bastard.
My favorite thing about Newsom coming out and getting rid of the homeless was the fact that he was like, people keep saying that I only got rid of the homeless because of Xi Jinping coming. Well, it's true because it's true. That's right. I said it. It's like he thought that people would like him more maybe if he told the truth for once. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's only funny when Trump does it. I'm sorry, Gavin. Like when you say you called a woman a stupid bitch the other day, and it's like correction. I called Rosie O'Donnell a stupid bitch, and everybody laughs. When Newsom does it, he just looks like a dumbass.
Yeah, it's true.
It's probably his effeminate face. I just want to slap it with my balls.
So you said you moved there in 2013, but where are you from originally?
A place called Hoax Bluff, Alabama.
Okay, Alabama though. So you're an Alabama boy.
Trailer parks. That's what the economy is. Trailer parks. Yeah, no joke. I was in the trailer park until I was 20 when I met my ex-wife, and basically the fun thing we did was run from the neighborhood Rottweiler and try to not die. I got bit by him once. No, he bit me in the ass. No joke. I could not believe it. I was like 14, and I'm running my like fat ass because I was obese until I was like 18. And dude, I was running. I'm like running. My friends are running faster than me because I'm fat. Dude bites me on the ass. I'm like, it felt like I got shot by like a gun. I go home and I had a perfect little 3 like teeth blood hole mark on my ass cheek.
3 teeth.
It was weird. Yeah, it's like a triangle. It was like the damn Bermuda Triangle on my ass. Bleeding like an
artist, I think. That's
he
what
was
it was.
Good. He did a great job. No, it was scary, man. I'll never forget when I heard that dog died. I was like, yeah, that dude was an asshole.
He deserved it.
He tried to kill your ass. He had the eye of the tiger, like freaking Rocky, man. He was like, see us little white kids and kill us. I don't know what it was. We look like.
Do you think it's the owner, or do you think it was the dog?
Oh, it's the owner and the dog. Well, the Rottweiler is a psycho. So when you get a Rottweiler, you got to be like me, mwah. Like, and then if he gets aggressive, you slap him one time. Just like, chill out, you little bastard, and he'll be cool. I have a German Shepherd, man, 110 pounds, monster, absolute monster, the biggest, fattest little baby, sits on the bed, but you got to know his signs. I'll be messing with him, playing with him. I've known him my whole life. He's old as hell now, but I'll be playing with him, and I'll hit his trigger to where he's like prey mode, and he'll growl a little, and I back off. I'm like, all right, chill out. And he'll go sit in the corner, and he'll be fine in 30 seconds. But I have a husky that's about 100 pounds, doesn't do any of that. He's literally, for lack of a better word, he's kind of retarded. So he's just in the corner. He's like, just chilling. I can slap him. He'll be like, what the hell? He never gets mad. But
okay.
My German Shepherd's wild, but he would never attack anybody unless they broke into my house or they slapped me around or something. Then he'd kill him
or slapped him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't slap him. He gets pissed immediately. He's like a full grown black man. Like you slap him, it's over. He's gonna kill you. You know, he's going to jail, bro.
He's going to jail, and it'll be worth it. So
yep.
pit bulls. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Pit bulls. What do you think?
Just about 13% of the dog population, Adam. They commit over 97% of violent bites. No,
so moving on.
No, pit bulls off. I think they should be illegal. I'm gonna be honest. I love dogs. Love dogs.
You really feel that way though? Pit
100%.
bulls should be illegal.
They are monsters, and they have this. They're bred to have this like trigger mechanism that's not always able to be trained out.
Yeah,
they'll be 11 years old, fat baby, like bald, like got a big old belly on them, look dumb as hell. And they got an old lady that raised them from a pup. And then one day he's like, yeah, you know what? I want to bite your face off for no reason. Like there's videos of it. But the pit bull's just like panting. And then like a lady walks by that the pit bull's known his whole life, grabs her by the leg and like tries to maul her to death for no reason.
Yeah.
No reason.
I've known some amazing pit bulls in my life, so it's hard to see it because they were great dogs.
Yeah. No, I've met them too.
I have seen those videos that you're talking about where they kind of just snap and it's like, wow, okay, that some dogs do have that. I mean, they're animals, right? Their instincts can take over. So
and that's what they're bred. They're bred with that psycho energy, and it's like golden retrievers have a very similar thing. It's just they're golden retrievers, man. Right? They're gonna bite you. You're like, oh damn, it's golden. Get the hell off me, Cujo. But like pit bull bites you, you're like, oh damn, I might die.
Muscle
might die today. This dude's on me, and he's got a stronger bite than an alligator almost. You know. So no, thank you. They're illegal in Denver.
Are they?
Pit bulls, yeah. Can't have them
in the city. Wow.
Because they gonna see a kid and be like, yeah, I want to eat that. You know.
Yeah, there's some horror stories that I've seen.
Yeah, no. My cousin, Jeff, he was married when I was He's way older than me, but we're cousins. He's like 50 now, and he was married when I was 12 or 13, and he had two young babies, twins, and they were like 2 or something. And this was a very traumatic period. These two babies like want to go outside for some reason, and dude turns his back for a second.
Oh man!
And 2 kids walk out in the front yard. Pit bull from across the street jumps the fence, rips them both in 100 pieces.
Oh, geez, that's
so. Of course, he got a divorce and like he never recovered ever. It's been 20 years. It's been 20 years now, and he like still like it's fucked him for life.
I can imagine. Holy shit! Jeez, that's horrifying.
And he lived in a nice neighborhood. Those pit bulls are just over there every day. The owners are just normal ass people. They just saw 2. They see those little kids as little squirrels, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna rip that squirrel apart."
Right.
Except it was babies. Human.
That's harsh.
That's harsh. It's fucked up, man. It's brutal.
So you mentioned your cousin, and you're from Alabama. What's up with these rumors about marrying your cousin? Is that a real thing? That's an Alabama thing, right? Or is that just
I don't know.
Southern thing? I don't know where it came from. I just feel like there's origins in that region.
I like it. I like the memes. I think they're fun. Because everybody's like, you bang your sister? I'm like, maybe. I might. No, like
sister. Okay, so even closer.
Oh yeah, it goes all out. It goes all out. But the only people I've ever met that have actually done that were from like more northeast. Because I've met a few girls that did it. Now I did meet a girl that
you met a few girls that did what? I just want clarification here.
Had sex with like first cousins. And I hooked up with a girl off Tinder that had sex with her biological brother.
Oh God!
Like often, but she wasn't from Alabama. She was from like Kansas or some shit.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy.
So I think by the numbers, I think Arkansas is number 1 in inbred relationships. Okay. I think I used to look this stuff up because they were fun. By country, it's crazy.
By country,
crazy. Holy shit! Like by like region.
What one pops in your head right now?
So preface this with I was in a comment section, on Twitter, and this like it was something like Little Mermaid. It was back when Little Mermaid came out with Halle Berry or whatever. She looked like Sid from Ice Age, and people got real mad at me when I tweeted
incest eyes. That's what I call them. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Anyway, continue.
So she I made a tweet and it went nuclear, and some like famous rapper guy like quote tweeted me trying to like sick to everybody on me, and they did. And people were calling me inbred over and over. And I'm like, well, let me just Google this, I guess. Turns out that like top 10 inbred countries, all of them reside in North Africa. Every one of them, by a mile.
Are you allowed to say those facts though?
I don't know. So I did tweet back at them, some guy that said it, because they said it's like y'all inbred asses never okay with black people movies, which I love. I love The Book of Eli. No,
great movie.
Great movie. Yeah. Great movie. He's black as hell. And I was like,
Denzel does.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
But anyway.
But no, I responded to that guy and I was like, please, like, whatever you do not Google incest by country statistics.
That's all you responded with?
Yeah, because you're gonna be like, oh damn, Somalia, oh damn, all of them right there.
Oh damn.
Damn.
That's an own right there.
It's an own, bro. Oof. You can't get past the facts, baby. Look, I might find my sister's ass a little fat. Doesn't mean I'm gonna eat it. Right?
Yikes. So you mentioned Twitter, and I kind of know the story a little bit. It was something to do with some pedophile furry getting upset of you calling them out for being a pedophile furry. Is that right? Am I accurate on that?
Yeah. So I don't remember what happened, but it was someone was saying something. I have the screenshots, but they're somewhere in some random.
Yeah, I know you made a video of it, and I watched it after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, and remember, you posted, you showed the stuff.
Yeah, there was this furry
right.
that it's a well-known furry, by the way. They have like over 100 or 200K followers, and they were saying something negative about somebody, like accusing them of being a pedophile or something.
Right.
And I'm like, well, this is ironic considering you literally defended somebody that basically saying, age is just a number and love is love, that bullshit that they used to use like 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
they're still using it.
Oh, yeah. So somebody said that, and I was like, well, damn. So I just commented, and I was like, that's pretty interesting you said that. And then I posted like a screenshot of their conversation with that other person. And then one of their followers got pissed at me, and it was this like dude in a mask with greasy hair and acne, like always, but in a dress tutu thing, because they were a trans woman, you know how it is. And I was like, oh, gross. So they're going back and forth with people that follow me. I didn't even talk to the person. There's just people that follow me just going back and forth for days and like my tweet. And I like look at the person that's arguing. Of course, they have an OnlyFans where they like stick stuff up their ass and stuff. It's gross, man.
Okay.
But that's whatever. Yeah, if you like sticking things up. Anyways, so basically they were arguing. Yeah, well, yeah, but basically they were arguing that children should get sex changes and blah blah blah. And I was like, I disagree. Or people were in my chat. I think I said one response when I was like, I just disagree. So that went on for a few days, and then that same person went to my tweet where it was literally the Chad tweet. It had like the New Zealand. It was like a joke tweet, and it showed like a Chad dude behind bars, and it says, "Man arrested for graping an intruder that broke into his home." Because that's hilarious, right? You broke in, thought you could get some goods, and you only got, the goods, the baby grape. Right. And so I quote tweeted that, and I was like, if you break into my house, I will grape you. It was a joke, obviously.
Right.
It would, and it, yeah, well, I mean, it depends on what they look like. So,
well,
I don't know, man. You got some nice abs on you, good in shape. So, anyways, that same person, the person that has the OnlyFans, that wears the mask, greasy hair, acne, they tagged you the support team, the Twitter support team, and said, this is a direct threat. You need to ban this account for me saying I will grape you. I got banned immediately over inciting violence at a group of people. The group of people being the people that would break into my house, apparently.
And rob you.
Yeah, and I thought, well, I can just appeal this. Well, I think I'm at appeal number 285 now.
Well, you're still going. You're still appealing.
I do it every day, yeah. And I think there's going to be like a seed change eventually. What probably happened is the person that banned me, like manually banned me because somebody did it, was probably in the spectrum of furryisms. And they saw all this kind of play out just behind the scenes. Like they looked at the tweets for 2 seconds. It doesn't take long to go through and find like the connected tweets. They're probably like, oh, they went after Blue, which is the furry's name. So they probably put a note on it or a trigger on it that says permabanned and like repeals auto rejected for this many months or something. And I'm thinking it'll eventually overturn once that timer gets up. But luckily, the blue person was banned off Twitter as well for being a violent pedophile. So that's good, at least.
Oh, wow. So they're not even on Twitter anymore.
No, they got banned too.
Wow. What's that like, not having Twitter? I mean, you were very, you're well known in our circles.
Yeah,
and you were active on Twitter. Now I know. Thankfully, your booking agent is now on Twitter.
Thank God.
Which was great that I was able to finally get a hold of you.
Yeah.
So thanks to your booking agent. I don't know their name. I didn't get that, but
bitch tits. That's what I call them.
Bitch tits. Thank you, bitch tits. Seriously, it was great for you guys for you to finally connect us. So yeah, that's good. That's good. But yeah, tell me, like, how does that feel? Like, does it feel like you're missing out? It feels like that's the town square.
Yeah. You know what? Like, on a serious note, what really sucks, with the exception of you and like Craig and the handful of people, and I mean literally a handful of people, like 4 or 5. When you get banned, it's like you're not a creator anymore. And dude, I had my whole month of CamelCast booked through October or something, or maybe it was September, October. Yeah. I had it all booked out, and I was like, damn, this is great. Now, I always would have it booked out a few weeks in advance, always. As soon as I got banned on Twitter, I was not able to get anybody, and it came all the way up to where I had nobody, and I was just didn't know what to do. So I just started skipping shows because it kind of depressed me, because I was like, it's all these people that I thought were my friends just like, fuck off. Because I'm emailing everybody, right? I'm like, well, I guess I'll email them, because Razor Fist responded to emails. Critical Drinker always responds to my emails, even though I have his number now. So like we go back and forth, and I sent out 52 emails. One person responded, Ola England, which isn't even part of our community. He's a guy, he's a guitarist. So it was pretty lame, and made me sad for a while. But the booking, I was like, you know what, fuck it, because Craig was like, speaking of the devil, was like, dude, just get like a booking agent, like, and get a Twitter for that. And I was like, So it all worked out, and like it immediately started booking people, and I was like, thank God. And I wish I had like a 25, 30K little follower beside the thing, because then when people see that, they're like, oh, okay, they're legit,
Right.
When they see 600-700, they're like, oh, this is a troll.
Right. And it's called Naked Snake, so it's kind of feels like a troll also.
Yeah, I love it.
But bitch tits, they're not the most professional, I guess.
No, definitely not.
Hey, but it gets the job done, I guess.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, I mean, if you want me to help spread the word or anything, and be like, hey, here's follow the booking agent for Camelot, in case you want to get a hold of him.
Yeah,
here it is.
Dude, that'd be great. Yeah, dude, I tell Nick every day. Every day I text Nick. I'm like, hey, tweet out my. And he's like, all right.
He was talking about you this morning, actually, on his show.
Yeah,
he was shouting you out. Well, excuse me, shouting your booking agent out.
Yeah, yes, bitch tits.
So, yeah, bitch tits.
Yeah, it's been good.
Rickade is great.
He's a good man. He's a good man. They're going through some bullshit.
He really is. So. If everyone who's mad at Nick right now, it feels like they don't really know who he is anyway.
Yep.
I mean, they've never actually watched his show. They've never actually had a conversation with him, because they're angry at him for not being tribal. Actually,
yeah.
That's I mean, is that accurate?
It's very frustrating, because I had some shows, and I ain't gonna drop names because I don't want to get involved in all this shit. But I had some shows scheduled, and when I had Nick on, because this shit blew up, I mean, it's about the Rippaverse and whatnot, and it blew up a little, and I was like, man, I really enjoy this conversation. It's fun to talk about. Like, there's a lot of intricacies to all these like plot lines of like lawsuits and all this stuff, and I was like, this is fun to talk about. So I bring Nick on to talk about it, and he just kind of talks about it from a legal standpoint. No one says anything negative about nobody, and I had 3 people cancel on me within 2 days because Nick came on my show, because apparently I platformed a hater.
Oh my God.
I platformed a hater, and I was like, well, I guess I'll go all out and I'll get EBS on my show and we'll talk about it. So EBS comes on, and he's hilarious, dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah, I tune into his streams sometimes.
He's great, man. He's so funny, because he 100% trolls when people like give him any negative, like he just trolls with them and has fun with them. Yeah. And people don't know how to respond to that, especially big creators. They just get angry. Like, EBS don't give a fuck. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
He gonna be fine. Like, so I was like, yo, I just bring these people on. And I've tried to reach out to these people through different means. I've had friends of friends, like mutuals that are real close, that are still super cool and totally get it. Reach
Yeah.
out, and I ain't heard shit. So whatever.
Damn.
But it's fine.
Well,
But no, Nick's a good dude.
what side? I don't want to say what side. Because there's like left versus the right. It just feels like there's people out there that they've gone full tribal. The horseshoe theory.
Yeah.
Eventually
Yep.
they meet at the end and they end up being the same person. It's like Nikki Haley, calling for
Yeah.
war. She's basically like the right's Hillary Clinton. It's the same shit. It feels like in all different cultures there's this group that gets so hive mind that if you're not with them, you're against them. And
Yep.
it's just like nuance is dead. You can't have a conversation.
Yep.
Speak of the devil. There's Ricada dropped to 20. Says I knew my balls were itching for a reason.
Yes, we were talking about you. Yeah. No, there's just a lot of BS going on in that whole spectrum, and that's what I talked to EVS about when I had him on the show. I was like, it's crazy how we have people that criticize, like mainstream, criticize, Disney, Marvel, what have you, for not wanting to have a conversation, not wanting to do this, blah 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 blah, and then like the same a little bit of flavor kind of happens towards that group, just a little bit, a taste, and they go tenfold like what those companies would do. Tenfold. They're like, if anybody platforms these people, talks to these people, they are on the shit list, and they're not going. They're haters. They're piece of shit. And it's like, holy shit, bro! I just talked to a guy. Like, damn. Yeah. It's guilty by association, and I didn't really see that happening like on that spectrum. But now, granted, it's only a very select few people. I mean, there's people like Gary, Jeremy, Ryan Cannell. Those guys are great. They're cool as fuck. They're kind of like leading that spectrum, in my opinion. That's who I always watch anyway. And there's a lot of great people that I still talk to in that group. Like, had almost all of them, to be honest. But there's a select few that were like, "Fuck that guy" because he's friends with Nick, and I was like, "Well, some bitch."
Well, I'm friends with Nick. I don't give a shit who knows it. I mean, Nick's freaking hilarious.
Agreed.
I don't want. I'm sick of that tribalism, man. I'm fucking sick of it. I don't like it. And civil discourse. These are the same types of people that will be the first ones on the front lines fighting against cancel culture when one of their own gets canceled.
Yeah.
When one of their own gets canceled, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And it's just like you complain about. You complain about hypocrisy all the time. Like all these people, they're bitching about hypocrisy. Oh, the left is so hypocritical. Like look at this shit. And then Ricada says, "Oh yeah, we just talked
with our mouths, literally." No, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a great time in Vegas. Me and Nick. It was good.
Oh, the hot tub was that?
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're gonna do this annually from now on.
Just you two in a hot tub?
Yeah, dude. For sure.
Talking with your mouths.
Yeah, with our mouths and assholes and stuff.
Wow. Back and forth to poop forever.
Only ask the mouth. It's a rule.
Ask the mouth. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
That's how you know you trust the other person.
But you know what? I don't want to know.
Back and forth.
Top or bottom? You switch.
Same time. You should go back and forth, yeah. It's like Twister.
Oh, God. Yeah. You just spin the dial and see where you end up.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
It's easy. It's great.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Cable Dude for 10 says, some days I just want jokes and games. Y'all make me laugh every time regardless. Hey, thank you, Cable Dude.
Yeah, dude. Same. I usually don't. I mean, it's funny because I don't get involved in anything. The second I even talk to somebody that's even considered kind of involved in anything, I'm fucked. It's like, damn, that didn't take too long. But that being said, I feel like it's on the up and up, and I feel like people are kind of tired of it, and I think people are coming to their senses. I mean, tomorrow I'll be on Critical Drinkers After Hours show tomorrow.
Awesome.
I've been on it a few times because he's the GOAT, but I'll be on there tomorrow, so it's all good. Everybody's cool. It's just there's a few people there that hold grudges like way too hard for some reason. So
yeah,
it's like, bro, we're on your side. Stop.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Yep.
Sectus Gaming for $10.69.
Nice.
Nice. Hail Commodore and Camelot. Glad you're having him on. Godspeed. Roll that 100-sided die and spin the UFO. Well, the UFO is out of commission for now, so I can't spin it for you. But I will be bringing it back. But let me find my 100-sided die. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, okay. You guys have a show. You have a show called, I watch it sometimes, God, what is it? What is it called? Tell me. You and
ASAP
Gary.
Monday. Oh, Forbidden Frontier.
Forbidden Frontier. Yeah.
Yeah,
I tune into that almost
I
every
love
week.
it. I
Great.
love it, man.
Love that shit.
And I'm currently in the middle of this book, Fingerprints of the Gods, Graham Hancock. It has so much data about proving that there was an ancient civilization. It doesn't prove it, but it's the reason why Graham Hancock believes it. And oh man, it's a rabbit hole that I will never be able to get out of because it's just fantastic.
The way I look at things, look, I'm just dumb redneck guy. Grew up in a trailer park, right?
Sure.
But I like to think like objectively about things. And I think to myself, the earth has been here for billions and billions and billions of years. The time we've been here has been like a flash, right?
Absolutely.
And I feel like, now look, hopefully I don't offend anybody, but I feel like maybe it's in our narcissistic nature to just assume that we're the greatest and we've made the most progress and only us have mattered and only our minds have expanded to where they've been. And I just think that's horseshit. Like,
I 100%.
This earth's been around far too long for us to think, and it's our narcissistic nature. We think we are the best. We always think we're the best. It's why we think we're the center of the universe. It's why a lot of people don't believe aliens can exist, even though the laws of averages, based on how many planets that there are, which by the way is unfathomable to people. When you actually when you tell them the estimated ballpark number, they're like, yeah, that's a lot of people, even though they know that there's a ton of planets, like they know consciously, they only see 12 in their mind. And there is like 68 quantum zillion, like unfathomable number. You can't even fathom it.
I like to tell people that are like that. I just say, there's more stars in this universe than there are sand.
Yeah,
specks of sand on this planet. Like, think about that. And
people
are like, well, that blew me away when I first heard that.
Well, that's what Dawkins said. Dawkins said that shit. He was like, there are more stars and grains of sand in the biggest parts of the Sahara, right? So the law of averages, if 0.0001% have life, that's 84 million, bro.
I know.
and they're like drooling when you tell them this, and they're like, yeah, but there's no life, there's no proof. And I'm like, are you retarded? Like, are you listening to what's coming out of my mouth now? Damn you, it's just how
reminds me of Garrett just tweeted this out, I think yesterday. He said, throughout all human history, you think modern day humans are the pinnacle of society?
Beautiful.
You think that's air you're breathing?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was like, come on. Yeah. But still, yeah, I think when I try to think about it, look, I have a very simple redneck brain, so sometimes it starts sparking and shit, and synapses are going all wild. But I like to think 100, 200
is happening.
A couple 100,000 years down the line, there's probably dudes out here talking about this shit, running water, brothels and shit, nice times, having a good time, electricity probably too. We got all that shit probably. And then there's big ass war or big ass cataclysmic event. 8 people survived. Here we are.
Yep.
And it's probably happened 10 times.
It's called presentism. Beauty school dropout. Is that you?
That's me apparently. I started my diet 4 days ago. It's going really well. I do it every year. I do it every single year, but last year I started racing full time last year for the first time. So
I really want to talk about that. We're gonna get into that because I want to hear the whole story of your racing career.
It's great, yeah. So, but anyways, my diet started and then it ran directly into my Vegas trip and then into my first race. So I was a month into my diet, went to Vegas, got blitzed with Nick, was hanging out, eating everything in sight, eating pizza and shit. And then a month later, I was at my first race eating hot dogs because you're in the car for 8 hours. You get out, you're sweating. You haven't eaten all day. There's a hot dog in front of your face. They put it in. I jump back in the car. You don't have time to think about that shit. So I'm like, fuck. But if I start in November, I can do it for November, December, January. I got Anna's wedding in February, Star Wars girl. So that's 90 days. That's my shit. So I'm like, I'm going to get shredded. I'm so excited.
That's the plan? Shredded for the wedding?
Yeah.
Pick up all the hot bridesmaids.
They're all gonna be fat as hell. They're always fat. Why are the bridesmaids
are
always
they though? I mean,
shit?
You think Anna's bridesmaids are going to be fat?
Yeah. If they have, I doubt they have Anna's.
Said it, Anna. I don't know. I don't know who her friends are.
Anna eats nothing but Mountain Dew and freaking Doritos and shit.
She's not fat. What?
Yeah, but like her family, if they eat like her, they're gonna have to have the luck of the stars to have her genetics like that.
I feel like this might have just caused something.
Bro, if I
I'm
ate
gonna clip
Doritos,
this and send it to her and be like, there's some hate going on.
if,
You're inviting this man to your wedding.
if I ate Doritos, Adam, if I ate Doritos and Mountain Dew for every meal like that goofy little bastard, I would be 400 pounds right now. I'd be fucked. I'd be like the size of a house, man. My last.
What do you mean? Hold on. Ricada says I was able to pronounce words. What did I presentism? What did I mispronounce? What? He said I can't pronounce words. What the fuck are you talking about? Hold on. Read the super chat.
It's called presentism. Beauty school dropout.
Presentism.
Is that? I probably said it wrong too. I don't even. I've never seen that word.
Actually, no. But you said it differently than me, so it's one of us is correct, and he's making fun of me. So maybe it's you. Shit.
I don't know. It's probably
Screw
me.
you, man. But we just got a 40 bomb.
What?
Superman, if he wasn't scared of green rocks, $40. Thank you so much, Superman. How you doing, man? Half of this is for bitch tits' diligent work. I'm keeping all of it. He doesn't get shit.
Damn.
I don't pay him, so no.
Damn.
The other half is just for Adam, because Adam's awesome. I'm enjoying listening to this while I'm working, and hail to the Legion of Memers. Yes. Thank you very much, Superman.
Hell yeah. Dude, I met a shifty fella. I was in Houston. This dude walks up to me. He connects eyes with me, stops, and then starts awkwardly walking towards me. And I'm like, what's about to happen? And then he's like, dude's the most nervous dude I've ever met in my life. He's like, and I'm like, you all right? And he hands me a card and it says Legion of Memers. And it was
nice.
It was Dermy Wormy. He's a guy named Dermy Wormy.
And then, I know Dermy.
Yeah. And then
he's kind of a freak.
He's a little weird. And then I hung out with him like 2 or 3 times after that, and he was completely normal. I'm like, were you nervous because of me? My dumbass? What are you nervous about with me? Yeah. I'm like a normal ass redneck dude. You ain't gotta worry about me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you're just simple old Camelot.
Simple.
From Alabama.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, dude. Jeremy's funny. The Legion's awesome.
Yeah.
The Legion of Memers are great. They recently let me into their lair in Discord where they have all sorts of meme assets. I started making my own thumbnails lately. And they're trash. And but you know, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm having fun.
Yeah. So. My roommate used to make mine back when in my old house, and she moved to California for some reason.
Why anyone would do that?
I don't know. No idea. Yeah. So she moved to California, and she's like she said she'd still do my thumbnails, and it got like 2 weeks in, and she was like late on them, and I could see, you know, she got a lot going on. I'm like, there's no way she can go do this, and I don't want to stress over it. So I was like, hey, don't worry about it. I'll just do them. So I downloaded the freaking the Photoshop tool, got my friend to give me the basics for like 10 minutes, and I started making them myself. And I've gotten so good at them. I make every one of my thumbnails you see, all of them. And I'm like, man, I'm great at this. I'm great.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine who was doing my thumbnails. He still does if I like ask him to do them, and they're great. I'm like, you know, sometimes I ask for one, and he works full time, so I'm like, I don't want to rely on anyone else. I want to figure it out myself. So I'm starting to get professional on 3 years in.
Yeah, that's me.
When did you start YouTubing? When I know you started talking about GameStop, like that, because we had that interview on Side Scrollers.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It's 2019.
Okay.
Put out a video. Look, dude, I saw a guy, and he's not even on YouTube anymore. I think he sold his channel. His name was Clean Prince Gaming. He had like 600K subs.
Okay.
And he made a video, and it was like, I worked at GameStop. Here's my story, or something like that. And I like watched it because, you know, I had worked at GameStop. And
like, that's me.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. So I had just left. I quit GameStop like 6 months prior to this. And I was gonna get fired anyway, so it didn't really matter. So I see this video, and he worked at GameStop for 3 months. And the most spicy thing in his video is that sometimes they sell new games that are not sealed. And I was like, are you shitting me? I was like, my store manager used to bang hookers in the back room, and the most you have is you sell. Are you kidding me? So, dude, I went.
Didn't you get robbed too?
Yeah, all the time, bro. Like,
yeah, multiple times, right? Not just once.
So, I made a video.
They sold open new games.
Yeah. So, no. Now, to be fair, Clean Prince is a kick-ass dude. I wish him well because he made like 3 videos about me. But it was just like, dude, that's so like vanilla. Wouldn't like to where I was there 11 years, dude. I saw my district manager had like a child with like a store manager, and no one knew about it, and it's still no one knows. Like,
Oh shit.
and he was married for 30 years. What the fuck's going on? Anyways, I never talked about that. I feel like that'd be too fucked up to talk about. But anyways,
so did you just like do some breaking news just now?
yeah, I don't think anybody will care though. It's been a long time ago. But
it's too late. It's out now.
Oops. So, but anyways, yeah, there were so many things that happened, man. So many things. So I just made a video and I filmed it 3 times because it was like 45 minutes, and I was like, that's too long. So I filmed it 27 minutes, and then I just did hard cuts. You know, those, what are they called? Hard cuts, quick cuts. So there was no editing. It was just, if there was any silence, I just cut it out. And I filmed it on a Samsung Galaxy like S3, the face cam, because I'm stupid.
S3.
Yeah. And but I just balanced it on my monitor and I just played it. And I already had a vocal mic for my old band. So I just used my vocal mic. And I just released the video, and then I put it on Reddit. Like right when I released it, I made a post on Reddit, and I was like, on AMA, I was like, I worked at GameStop 11 years, ask me anything. And somehow it went to, it was on the front page, #1 for 24 hours.
Nice.
And I was just responding to people all day at the gym. Beep, 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 beep. The video got 11,000 views in like 3 days, first video. And which was, to me, that was like, I'm famous. I'm PewDiePie now. So whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to actually give this a shot because, you know, I just put the video up haphazardly, whatever. So I put out a video every 3 to 4 days for 6 months, and
all about GameStop.
All of them. Yeah. Except for like a handful. And it'd be like 800 views, 800 views, 600 views, 600 views, 200 views, whatever. And it wasn't really taking off. I think I had 900 subs at maybe, or maybe not, I think 900. And I was like, well, whatever, you know, I tried. I gave it my best shot. I honestly, 6 months, just like I was doing YouTube like full time and no one was watching. And I was like, well, you know, I gave it my best shot, whatever. And I quit for 2 weeks, went to my friend's graduation. Same friend that used to make my thumbnail. She was graduating with her bachelor's in art, animation. And I was asleep in which president is it? Theodore Roosevelt. He had a vacation house in LaGrange, Georgia, and her family rented it out. Old mansion, spooky as hell. So I was laying in one of those beds, and I woke up, I was about to go to sleep, I think, and I noticed I was getting just notifications on everything, just like rain. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I refreshed my YouTube Studio app, and I had 9,000 subs. And I was like, what? And my that GameStop video, the first one, had 260,000 views or something. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, well, this is pretty cool. So I just went to bed, and I applied for monetization because it was like, you know, an hour, and I had enough watch hours. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went to bed, woke up, my channel was monetized, and I had, I think, 20 something thousand subs.
Wow.
And the video is at 600K. And I was like, oh, damn. So I started writing scripts. I was like writing scripts while I was at this graduation. Get home, release a video, 150K views first day. I was like, holy shit. And I hit 100K within like 6 months of this happening, I think 7 months. And it was wild. It was crazy. Every video is 100K, 100K, 100K. And I was like, well, I guess I'll start streaming. Maybe that'll be cool. So I started streaming in June of 2019. And I was like, man, I'm going to start streaming. And Super Chats had just been introduced the week before.
Wow.
And Jesus Christ, his old YouTuber, he literally just looks like Jesus Christ. And he worked with PewDiePie for a second, and he blew up. And this dude just jumped into my first stream ever. He like had his little check mark, Jesus Christ. And I was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. I was like, I can't believe you're here. This is awesome. I watch you all the time. And he's like, yeah, dude. And he's like, turn Super Chats on. And I'm like, what the hell's a Super Chat? And I go and turn them on. And I was like, thanks, man. And then it doesn't take effect until the next stream. So I streamed the next day and made like $500. And I was like, holy shit. So I streamed 2 days later, made $800. And I was like, holy shit, this might be a thing. Then I got fired from a job at Walmart because I made a Walmart video.
Right. I remember that.
And I was like, I guess I'll do this full time, see what happens. And it just snowballed, and it was great. And then of course, you know, there's ebbs and flows. It slowed down, but to be fair, this year was my biggest year ever on YouTube, and it's because of my show I started. That's, you know, similar to this. So thank you.
CamelCast.
Yeah, it's been great. Been real good.
You've got a good guest coming on, I believe next week, Monday
Next
night.
Monday, yes.
Yeah, who tell everyone who's joining on your show on Monday.
I'm gonna finally have the famous Adam Crigler on. So excited.
It's me. I'm joining. That's right. It's me, everyone. Yeah. I don't know about the famous part, but
yeah,
you don't have to stop clapping, guys. What?
Here, we'll get some. There it is.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Stop. Yes, it's true. Finally, I'm joining. It's gonna be fun next
week.
Nick
Ricada in the chat. Then he made a video crying. Yeah. So,
is that what? So the thumbnail that I clipped of you is, and you use it all the time in your thumbnails.
Oh God, it's the crying.
Is you crying?
Fuck.
Now
yeah.
I don't know what the story is behind the crying. I've cried on stream before. All right, I'm not embarrassed to say it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your story? What's your excuse?
Well, Nick's just has no soul, is what it is.
Are you blaming Nick right now? That's the first thing you out of your mouth was Nick.
Yeah. No.
Okay. It's your fault.
Okay. So this is what happened.
You heard it here.
I made a video and it was very surprising. I made a video. I saw a guy, or no, it was a girl. This is a girl, and she's very attractive. And she's like, I'm 21 and have no friends. And that was her video she made. And I watched it, and she kind of just talks about growing up and having no friends and kind of getting disconnected. It was a good video, but it had like 5 million views. So I was like, what's going on? So I was like, dude, I started kind of like consciously thinking about this. And I was like, holy shit, I don't have any friends either. Like all my friends have moved across the country, stopped talking to me. And I had just gotten back from my first ever meetup with like mods. So I had a meetup in like one of I think we were in maybe Orlando, I think. And it was like 7 of my mods. And it was great. Cool. And so I was making this video. And
that didn't work.
That was just a stick. So I was making this video and I was just talking through it. And I know it's super gay, man, but around halfway through the video or 60% through the video, I had this unexpected revelation that I actually do have friends because of these online people.
This is you realizing this right now. It just felt like a zoom in was appropriate.
Yes. So I realized this super gaily that I did have friends. And it like all culminated while I was filming, bro. This was like not planned. And I get choked up as all get the hell out. And then I and then anyways, I ended the video and I was like, holy shit, I do have friends. And then I, it was a bitch. So I ended the video, and then for weeks, I didn't want to post it. And I asked all these mods about it. And they were like, some of them were like, post it. Some of them were like, don't post it. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna post it. And I posted. I was like, I'm 31 years old and I have no friends. And that shit, I was taking a week off because I was going to North Carolina to party. And I posted it, turned my phone off, and flew to North Carolina. And I think it was the second day I was there. I was watching Return of the King. Not Return of the King. I was watching the Fellowship of the Ring, the extended version, of course. And I was eating some Luigi's pizza. Freaking huge. I was raw. It was just so great. Look at my phone. Video had 600K views. And I was like, what the fuck?
Wow, the same day?
2 days later.
2 days later. That's insane, though.
3 days later, it had 1 million views. And a month later, it had 2 million views. And I was like, well, this is crazy. And I got like 70-something K subs off of it in like 4 days. It was wild. And it was because I was a bitch. And it still gets 40, 50,000 views a month. I'm like, why? I don't know. In the arms.
I don't know actually the words.
For just 25 cents. For just 25 cents a day, you can prevent a Camelot near you from crying on camera.
No, you can't. No, you can't. And according to Nick, we have not all cried on stream, for fuck's sakes. You know what? Ricada's coming in hot to support when Camel's here. And that's cool. That's cool, Nick. Yeah, I don't see you normally, but it's cool to see you come and support when he's here. Yeah, I'm not pointing anything out or anything, but I am really excited. Oh, shit. Ashley Hayden coming in hot with 10 gifted memberships to the channel. Ashley, wow. Where have you been all my life? I love it. This is incredible. I love it. Thanks for the support, guys. This is a fun conversation. And I really want to know all about your racing life because
Oh yeah.
when I was growing up, my first inspiration with racing was actually RC racing. My grandfather had one of those like sand dune buggy RC cars.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the coolest thing I ever found at my grandparents' house. It was this dope, blue and black, sick looking RC. And he let me have it, and it didn't work. He was like, "Yeah, you can have it," but it was already broken. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, great!" So I never actually got to. But he had shown me like a bunch of his friends that actually raced them, so I got to see them be raced, and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I discovered rally racing,
Yeah,
and
dude.
I was like, "I want an RC, or I want a rally car," and I ended up getting a WX. I have a Subaru WX. That's my
Yeah.
beast. I love that
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
I never got into racing, but I only lost one race, and I raced that car a lot when I got it.
Yeah.
It's an '02. But how did you get into racing? Was that always kind of a thing? I feel like
Well,
backwoods Alabama. It's kind
yeah.
of what you do, right?
So, as you are well aware, I had no money until I was in
Okay.
my almost my
Or
30s.
friends.
Yes. So, but I always adored it. I've watched NASCAR, Formula One, MotoGP back in the day, IndyCar racing. Dude, I watched all of it. I watched freaking WRC. I watched stuff on YouTube on Flow Racing, dirt stuff. I just enjoy it. I don't know why, but I just can't
Yeah.
stop freaking watching it. So I've been watching it for years, and I had no money. Then when I hit 29, 30ish, YouTube was rolling pretty well. And my mortgage was so cheap, man, because I bought my house a long time. My mortgage is $700, right?
Nice.
So I was able to save a lot of money during this time. So it was like 30 grand, and I bought like a NASCAR Cup car, 2007 NASCAR Cup car, full fledged, and it was an old car that used to race back in the day, fresh engine, fresh everything. I changed out a lot of stuff on it, and kind of started honing the craft a little bit. Went to Daytona, wrecked it. It was great. But we rebuilt it, and then
What do you mean when you say wrecked it? Like
I just
you crashed? You
yeah, I
didn't
was at
like
Daytona
destroy?
and I just hit the wall like head on, but it was a tire wall, so
Okay.
there was no frame damage. So I
Okay.
just
So it wasn't that bad.
put a new nose on it pretty much, and then I took it to Rockingham on the old pavement, big oval, and
Is that a racetrack?
yeah, it's a big
Rockingham? Okay.
racetrack in North
Cool.
Carolina, and they used to race on it back in the day in NASCAR. So I took it out there. We were testing. We're just having fun. A lot of people brought their old NASCAR stock cars out there, and we went out there, and I don't know. I can't like turn off the like competition thing in my brain. So we go out
Yeah.
there, and I start getting a feel for it, and within like an hour, I'm running 2 seconds off the record time of the track.
Oh wow.
Now, keep in mind, 2 seconds on old pavement from 40 years ago. The pavement is destroyed. There's like holes in it and stuff. Back then, it was new
Point.
pavement.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, shit, So this catches the eyes of a few guys that were actually there in attendance, and they were like, "Hey, we started a series called the Grand National Series. You should come test and see if they'll approve you to run it." So I was like, "Well, shit, okay." So I go there, run it. I'm pretty slow in comparison because all the guys racing are NASCAR drivers. All of them. Jeremy Mayfield, like all these big NASCAR drivers are there. Frank Kimmel, 10-time champion. So
Wow.
I go out there, they kick my ass, but they approve me to run, and I slowly start getting better. And I get to where I'm running with these guys and not going a lap down and running. I think I finished 4th in my 12 car that I built with my own hands.
Cool.
And they were like, and then my engine blew, and I don't have that much money. I can't be spending 20 grand a month on engines. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm done. And a team approached me and was like, hey, you should run our extra car. It's a little bit slower, but whatever. And it was actually a good thing because it had way less power than what I was running. And I was able to hone my craft and really focus on getting better and having to run.
Driving.
Yeah, having to run within a limit. And then I got another team that offered me in a car similar to mine. And I had like all this experience in the slower car, hopped in it, finished 4th my first race. And I was like, fuck. So
Nice.
I kept running that car, and then I wrecked the living dickens out of it. It was crazy. It went viral so at least there's that. But it was like one of
Can we watch it right now? Can we see it?
It's it's like a GIF image because it wasn't on camera because it was
Okay.
it was like in a weird place on the track. But basically, I got hit and I flew in the air, and it was crazy.
Wow.
But at any rate,
What was that like?
it was just
You went airborne.
Yeah, it was combustive. Does that make sense? You ever shot like
Okay.
a 302 or something?
Yeah.
Like not a 302. That's an engine. Like a 30-06 or whatever. 308.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I'm thinking. Derp.
I've shot a 50 caliber, and that was
Yeah,
insane.
but in an awning, like an enclosed awning, something like that. It's like just really combustive. So yeah, that's kind of that was basically what it was like. Very combustive. And I didn't really notice anything, and then the next day I could freaking hardly walk, and like everything hurt. I had bruised ribs. Like I was like, well, damn, I got nailed. I spun, I lost it a little bit, and I started going again. I saved it, and I was like, hey, no one hit me. And then as soon as I thought that, I was flying through the air.
Wow. But someone else hit you, or you hit something else?
Somebody else. They knocked the hell out of him.
Wow. Okay.
I'll bring it up right here so you can see it. But
nice. Yeah, nice.
But then we raced again the next week, and we finished great. And then we raced again, finished great. So that team offered me a full-time gig next year. We got some sponsors coming on, TUCSON and stuff. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited for next year. And then the goal is to make some ARCA starts next year, make some NASCAR starts, and climb the ranks. I only got 2 to 3 years of viability left before I'm too old. So did this share? There it is. Yeah, here, just put the there it is. See, that's me right there. Wee, I'm flying.
Oh wow.
So it's funny. I'm just flying.
The tearful face just works.
I love it. I put it in everything. Yeah. But
yeah, own it, right?
I was driving. I was coming this way. I got sideways off this corner, and I came right here and straightened it out.
This is like a left turn right here?
Yeah, this is a left turn.
Entering a straight? Okay.
Entering a straight, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I lose control, and my ass is pointing this way towards the fence, and then I start going straight again, and I start rolling, and I'm like, oh, dude, we're good. And as soon as I thought that, dude hit me in the ass, and I just flew like a damn, like I don't even know what, like just a plane, just flew straight up in the air.
Frisbeeing up. Wow.
Yeah, it's great. It's real fun.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
So you're getting sponsors now? Like, this is cool. I know, well, one of them doesn't really count. You know, it's just some tiny law firm in Minnesota. So,
yes.
You know, it's kind of like weak sauce, but you're picking up other ones too, right? What are your sponsors currently?
Yeah, Rob Red says concussive. Exactly, that's what I meant. Redneck again.
Concussive.
Okay. Concussive. Yeah, it's like really. So anyways, there's on my last race of the year, we had a brand called Toolganizer, which is an organizing system for like tools, and their logo looks real cool. So they have pledged to come on all year next year.
Nice.
It's not like it hasn't come to fruition yet, but they every day they're like, yeah, we're on board, and I'm like, all right, cool. Well, so we'll see what happens. So, but that looks like that's going to happen, and then we'll race. I think we'll have about 16 races in that car next year, and then we'll run some other races. And there's some talks doing some cars tour stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully it works out.
And that's the team's car. It's not your own car,
right? Yeah, I've sold all my shit.
Okay. What's
to get the supercar?
Right. What's the name of your team?
Showtime Motorsports.
Showtime Motorsports.
That's cool. Showtime. So, without the W.
Oh, okay. Show like Shogun, but show.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. But it is kind of cool though that Nick is sponsoring you. There's big
nose. And I kept 2 of his noses for next year. Just
hood straight off, just to like.
No, I have 2 extra prints of his nose.
Like just massive decals.
Yeah,
I have one just hanging behind you somewhere. I mean, I couldn't resist that.
If I drive to North Carolina, I'm gonna grab one of the messed up hoods because he's bent the hell and back.
Oh, cool.
So I will definitely be putting that somewhere behind me, or give one to Nick. I want to give one to Nick.
That would be fantastic. Just a bent up hood.
Yeah,
with basically his life. Yeah, personified.
That's it. Yeah. Car. Just hitting shit head on. Yeah. No, not surviving. But so I saved 2 of his next year just for fun, just in case I need to put a nose on something. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's awesome.
But it's fun. Yeah, it's real fun. You realize real fast. This is a thing a lot of people don't realize. Probably 99.8% of people don't realize is you get in your Honda Civic, you flooring it between red lights and shit. You think you're a race car driver. You are not, because when you get in the environment, you realize real fast that you don't know how to go fast. Like there's a difference between thinking you know how to go fast and going fast. And
What's the fastest you've driven?
197 miles an hour.
Damn,
But
that's crazy.
the thing
That's
is,
really fast.
yeah,
The fastest I've gone, I think, is maybe like 115
yeah.
out in the middle of Iowa or something. I don't know.
The thing about it is, you'll get out there and you'll put the throttle to the floor, maybe within reason, and then you'll go into a corner, like a big corner that you can go 170 miles an hour in, and people, when it's their first time out there, some people never get it, by the way, but they'll just never get it. But their first time out there, they'll slow down to like a 90 miles an hour in a corner, and it's dangerous because people are like going by like real fast.
Right.
So that's the same way with road courses. You can actually look at people all day, like driving their cars on road courses like Charlotte, and they'll get to the corner that's 170 miles an hour and they'll go like 80. They'll like break through it. I'm like, what are you doing? Like that. If you were in an actual competition with people that they would call you off the track and be like, you stop. You're going to fucking kill somebody. You're going too slow. Yeah. And everyone thinks that they're freaking Michael Schumacher, man. Everybody does. And then when you get out there, it changes real fast. You're like, oh shit, this is way different than I thought. Like you actually have to kind of know what the hell's going on, or you ain't gonna. And some people, like I said, some people never get it. Doesn't matter how many times they go out there, they'll never get it. So
you said you have 2 or 3 years left in this industry. You know, are you trying to, you know, I don't know, what's your goals in racing?
I think
just love it.
Yeah, I love it. I think they're reasonable. I would like to make one NASCAR start. Just one. Cool. Just for my father. Reasonable. Just so he can watch me on TV and see it and see my name up there, and then I'll be done. Because
cool.
The dream to be able to get into it, I would have to have $20 million in my savings to do it, like actually do it, and I don't.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm a normal guy. You have to buy your way in now.
Oh,
and if I had $5 million, I could run ARCA for like 3 years if I wanted to. Because all you have to do is call like Venturini Motorsports or something and be like, I have $5 million. How long will that get me? And they'll be like, shit, here you go. Here's 2 years to get in the car, show up. You get approved because you have to have some kind of experience. And I have a lot of experience racing now. So they'd be like, all right, you got the money, show up. Let's do this. And that's kind of how it is now. It doesn't care. Like if you actually look at NASCAR, there's like a handful of people in the top series that got there based on driving ability.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 or 5 guys maybe like that. The rest, their dads are CEOs of giant corporations, and they just paid for them to be in the car.
Try it.
Yep, they're so, oh, daddy, I want to race, and they just, here's $5 million for every team. Just every single kid. You'll see a kid out there wrecking every weekend for 5 years in like a huge and like big name ride, and I'm like, why is he still in that ride? Well, it's because his dad signed the check for it. They aren't paying anything. They're not losing any money by him wrecking. They're getting free money. So that's how it is now. So that's what I'd do if I won the lottery. I'd be like, oh, let's race for a few years.
Right. It's probably a tax write-off. Like, no, look, it's for advertising. We're advertising the business. So that's
exactly.
You know, so crazy.
It's
sad. So you mentioned you're in a band. I have seen some of your guitar clips. Like you shred, man. You shred.
They're
play.
old.
I mean, I play as well. You know, I actually play these guitars behind me. Tell me.
Well, it was mainly me and like a girl.
Oh, you guys were fucking, right?
No, she lived in Romania.
No? Oh, okay, random.
She lived with the gypsies, and
okay, so it wasn't by choice. It was because
I just messaged her one day. I emailed her, and I was like, "Hey, I need some vocals for my band. You want to do it?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That was weird. I did not expect her to respond." She had like 9,000.
Like, where did you find her? Like just a YouTuber?
On YouTube, yeah. She had like 9,000 subs, and to me back then, I'm like, damn, she's like super famous. So she's never gonna respond. And then she responds, and she does our whole album. Well, I can't believe she did that. And she did a great job. And my buddy did all the stuff, and then I recorded everything else and wrote most of everything else. And
so like drums, you did?
I did everything.
Solo.
Yeah.
Oh wow, cool.
And it was great. But I want us to get back into it. But man, it's real hard. I built a music studio in my house. I bought a new house a year and a half ago, and I built a music studio in the house full-fledged. And I'm like,
nice.
I've been in there like 4 times. I wrote 3 songs recently in the studio, and then I never did anything with them. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to
so they're
do
not
this
online anywhere?
Dan Bask. Well, I have one, but it was kind of just me messing around. That I haven't. Only I think 2 people have heard it. Dan Bask and Gus G, guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne, Firewind. He heard it.
Cool.
Because he was on my
What
podcast
did he think?
recently. He thought it was awesome. Yeah, he's like, dude, that's great. He's like, you put some good vocals on, that'd be great. And I'm like, yeah, I just can't get anybody for vocals, and it's hard.
I'm a singer.
Well,
I only play guitar to sing. I suck at playing guitar. I'm not a guitar player.
Love. I love piano.
Playing guitar is?
Yeah, I love. Guitar is my main. I think I used to play piano mostly, exclusively.
Okay.
Now I play guitar pretty much exclusively. My grand piano is out of tune, and I don't feel like tuning it because it takes freaking an hour or 2 hours.
Do you know how to tune a piano though?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I ain't about to pay you for that shit. No, dude. The market's crazy for that now.
I know.
It used to be $100. Now it's $1,000, and it's 4 months out scheduled. And I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm going to tune it myself.
That's insane.
I have my own hammer.
I've had piano tuners in my house, and they're not that crazy. Maybe in Alabama, I guess.
Yeah, they're. I
blame California.
I think it was the month I moved here. I was like, man, because I picked up the piano on my shoulder with 4 other guys, and we walked into my house.
Gonna say by yourself, grand piano on your shoulder.
We went up the
stoop. This guy.
We went up the stoop, and I thought we were gonna die. It was.
Dude,
we were all. There was beads of sweat, and all of us were shirtless and abs. Just we were like, oh. It was rough.
I didn't even know those existed.
Yeah, there's actually a picture of me right when we got it in the house, and I just sit down at the bench and just like sweating bullets, and we had to take the legs off, obviously, but other than that, we just left it all together, and of course, it was terribly out of tune after that. So
of course.
I emailed people. I was like, hey, can you tune me a piano? And they're like, yeah, it'll be December. And I'm like, dude, it's July right now. What do you mean it'll be December? And they're like, yeah, and it's like $9.99.99. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let me just do this myself. So I just tuned it myself, and it worked.
It'd be cheaper to just take a class to learn how to or just learn on YouTube. I mean,
it's the same, dude. It's the same thing as tuning a freaking guitar.
Is it?
There's difference. There's octaves and all kinds of stuff. Intonation. I think that's what they call it on piano. But because some stuff will be out of tune, but it sounds out of tune to other keys. It's weird, but you just get used to it. And I got it pretty close. And I just need it close. I'm not playing no damn concerts, but here it is right here. Here's the picture of me right after. This is right after I got it in the house. Just look how sweaty I'm just glistening.
I'm fucking done, man.
Glistening in the.
I can see kind of an album. Kind of altered a little bit, put a little album. So that's your Instagram. Okay. And by the way, I just want to take this opportunity. In the description, you can find all of his links.
Oh,
so go follow this guy. He has been yeeted from X, even though Elon Musk has claimed that you can be yourself here now. Now that he took over, you can truly be yourself, which we all know that's bullshit. I mean, he literally did. Say that. Look, I actually just tweeted this out earlier. He said this: "You are free to be your true self here." I mean, no, not really.
Nope.
You're not. And when I first said that, I actually he said something recently, and I tweeted about you actually, and I just asked, "Do you believe this?" But I think it's bullshit. When you have really big players like I don't know Kanye West, Alex Jones. That aren't allowed to be on there for free speech, all the way down to, some I don't know, trailer park Alabama boy,
over nothing.
It's bullshit. You can't be yourself.
It'd be different, man. If I went to like some dude that was like gay and not even like gross gay, like just normal gay dude, and I went to it and I would just like repeatedly was just like F slurring him all day.
Right.
Maybe I could see that's a little over the top. It was one tweet where I was joking about graping a dude in New Zealand. Like, come on. And
who was robbing you?
Who was broke into my house?
I feel like they kind of went right over that.
They revoked consent, bro. You break into my house, you revoke consent.
It's true. I mean, especially are you in a Castle Doctrine state? I think Alabama is, right?
I'm sure it is, bro. You walk in, I blow your face off. They don't care.
Exactly. Right. So, I mean, if you were robbing someone, which would you prefer, dying or being raped by him? I mean, I feel like you gave him the better option.
You might find out something about yourself.
Well, I'm good. I'm not interested, but I feel like the average person's gonna want to stay alive, right?
You might feel that masculine arm come around you. Oh damn! I like this.
I know that. Well, that piano picture. I mean, wow.
Not thick as hell. Yeah.
So I mean, do you have to be like physically fit to drive these at these speeds? I'm imagine like you're hitting this turn at 170 miles an hour. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta freaking lean into it, right?
Yeah. You have to have conditioning. Um,
Yeah,
you have to. The one thing is that people don't expect until they're done with it for like a day is your forearms and wrist. Like you
yeah,
can't like move them. Like the first couple races, I was like, oh my god, what is this? This thing I've
yeah.
never experienced.
Is that
And
what he was doing with his hands? He's
yeah,
like, I don't know what to do with my
oh
hands
my
because
god, yeah,
he was
it's just like
tired
this,
from
and
his
your like
first race.
wrist is wrapped, and I don't know why mine does that naturally, like it wraps, and it just is
Okay.
so painful after the fact. You don't feel it at all in the car. You're
What,
like,
like the suit, you mean? Or you like wrap it before the
it's
suit goes on?
it's when I hold the wheel,
Uh-huh.
I always have my wrist turned.
Oh, when you're driving, it's
Yeah,
like this.
and I'll have my forearm
Interesting.
resting against the other part of the wheel, and then I
Oh,
have
okay.
my left hand over here because you have to get in a
Is that
rhythm.
normal?
I think some people do it differently, but
Okay.
when you have a rhythm, you come off a straight, and the car wants to turn left
Right.
because you have so much positive camber in the front left. It's like 11 degrees. So,
Wow.
and
Okay.
the front right has about 9 degrees of negative camber. So the whole car is leaning to the left. So when you're going down the straight, you have to set it up. And if you have a big steering box, and what I mean is like the ratio. So every 12 degrees is 1 degrees on the steering like arm on the bottom.
Right.
So
Okay.
if you have a big
So like
steering
how
box,
far you have to turn to make a
right.
difference?
If
I
you have a
see.
big steering box, you come on the straight and your wheel wants to go left. So you have to pull it right to go straight. And then you kind of let go of it a little and let it land into the corner. And then you kind of
Into the next corner, you mean?
you dance it out. You
Right.
actually aren't turning a lot in the corners,
You're
unless
just
you're on a
letting the
really
car
tight track.
drive.
Yeah, you
I
kind of
see.
just you get in a rhythm and you kind of the car's just doing it's doing it itself. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Unless your car's handling like shit, and then you're just in a bad mood. You're just like, God,
Yeah.
Jesus. It's
So
terrible.
not only are you doing that, you're also trying to get around other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's that dance, and then that interesting. That's cool.
I have a
You know, when I think about it.
I have a cool here, let me find it real quick. It's like a 10-second or a 1 minute video. I'm
Okay.
battling for the lead at this race in I think it was New River, maybe the raceway in North Carolina. And it's
Nick
real
says
cool.
it's because you have an F slur wrist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. So let me find it here. God, why is there 9 things? Why I got so many videos? Why can't I do things better?
Sorry, let me read a super chat while you're looking. A
Sure,
super
sure.
chatter too. Lover of all souls for $10. Thank you very much, lover. I was at the New River All American Speedway race that Cody did and took some pics and videos of the race and with Cody. This homie inspired me to stop being a fatty and hit the gym. I already lost 10 pounds. That is fantastic news.
Nice.
Lover of all
Nice.
souls, these claps are for you. Good
And what
shit. Way to take control.
the only negative about that statement is he never sent me these pictures and videos.
Yeah, what the hell? Now how do we know they're real? Huh?
Could
What
be
if they're
he's a
fake?
liar, is what this is. No.
Right? He's still sitting at home eating Cheetos.
Yeah.
You got to prove them videos. How do they do that? How would they actually get that to you? Yeah,
I guess
email.
email. I don't know.
Email. Is it somewhere
Message
on
my booking
like your
agent.
YouTube?
Fuck it.
Message the booking agent.
Bitch tits. Yes.
Sugar tits. Big bitch tits. Sorry.
Yes. Yes. But for a quick taste of what it's like,
Okay.
here's
Is this you in the cockpit?
yeah, this is me racing at New River. The guy just said it.
Okay, cool.
And I think that's New River. Yeah. So this is New River. This is me.
Oh, sick.
And we start second beside Donnie. And it's very stressful. But I think you might be able to hear it. Is that too loud?
No.
Okay. So we go green here in a second. And these are like NASCAR Cup cars. It's just we're using them in a different series, basically.
Okay.
Very stressful.
How fast are you going here?
We probably go like 130. It's a small track, so you got.
You're going 130 in right here.
No, we're going about like 60 here.
Okay.
We're about to go, but we'll go about 130 here.
Okay.
But here we go green. Right here.
Do Do you not have like a way to see who's approaching you from behind? Like rear view windows? Man, that seems way more intense when you're looking from this angle.
Overshot the corner. Overshot the hell out of that corner. Almost smashed the wall.
Yeah. I see that.
Anyways, that's pretty much how it is.
Okay, I got a few. No, don't put it down yet. It's okay. I got a few questions. All right, first one: how do you see behind you when someone's approaching? Left side, right side.
You
Do
don't
you not have rear view? There's no mirrors.
Yeah, you have a person in your radio.
Okay.
They're saying inside, outside, 4 car lengths back, car,
Okay.
Wreck up ahead, stuff like that. You just
Okay.
The general rule of thumb that the old guys teach you, which I don't know if is a good thing. Old guys are like, don't even fuck everything else. Just look straight and listen. And I'm like, all right. So,
interesting. Okay.
So you got to completely trust these people that are your spotters.
Yeah. So you basically have like a co-pilot. Just
Yep.
That's what out in like a tower or something, so they can watch the entire thing and just relay. And every driver's got their own co-pilot on the ground. Interesting.
That's what it's like. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's terrifying sometimes.
Yeah, it looked way more intense than when you're looking at the cars driving around in circles. It's like, oh, cool, they're driving around in circles. But then you look at it in that, and then you realize that they're going 130, 140, 150.
Yeah.
In a rate, that's insanely fast. Like most people have never gone that fast to know what it's like.
And
I told you I went 115, and that shit felt insanely fast to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I've tried to explain this to people, but it is different. So the first time I ever went like 160, 170 in one of those cars, you don't hear engine anymore. You don't hear any of that. All you hear is wind. And it's kind of weird and spooky. And sometimes you'll hear shit jiggling somewhere around you, like metal jiggling. You're like, oh, this is terrifying. Because it's pretty scary. But it's really cool, and it's things just are going by so fast that, especially on a track like that, that track's tiny. That's one of our smallest tracks we go to.
It looked like you got around pretty quick, yeah.
And you're like you feel your face going this way. Like if there was a camera on your face, you'd probably see it like doing this. Because
you're going around those turns, so the G is just pulling you. Wow.
Yeah, and I was hoping to battle for the lead there, but that car was so loose at that track. It just wasn't a good setup for that track. But the next track we were duking at, finished I think 4th in the next race. Did great.
Nice.
So a lot of fun.
How many people are racing at once?
It depends on the race, because a lot of people will try to get in locally, but the minimum will be about 12 and the maximum will be about 20. Because it's mostly small tracks with the occasional like little bit larger, and you got 30 people on that track. The guy in first is going to be seeing the guy's ass in 30th if you had 30 guys. True. So it's kind of scary.
Probably happens with 20 guys. It probably happens.
Yeah. So when you watch like NASCAR, for example, they'll be at Martinsville, which is relatively large compared to that track we just watched, and they'll have 40 guys out there, and they're lapping people within 3 laps.
Wow.
Right. So there's just they're already seeing the guys, and it's real. Everybody's wrecking every 5 seconds in those races. So we like to keep it a little bit cleaner, because we almost all funded ourselves, which is what I did for the first little bit. It was funding it myself.
Circuit you're talking about that you currently race in.
So a lot of these guys are funding it themselves, and you got a lot of heavy hitters there, but they're kind of they please don't wreck my cars is basically what they're saying. Don't wreck, please. Be patient, bro.
Yeah.
So
it's okay to not be first.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
But you are last.
Yeah, and there's people out there. I've had people troll me in my comments, which is how this works. And they're like, "Man, if that was me, I'd be like, you're slow. I'd be in first." And I'm like, "Nah, have you ever been in any kind of competitive racing at all?" No? Yeah, you'd be lapped 45 times.
Yeah.
We had a guy.
When I say racing, I mean I would pull up on a light with someone else
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would
yeah.
rev at me, and I'd be like, all right,
Yeah,
sure,
we're doing
and
that
I'd
shit.
fucking smoke them, dude.
Yeah,
But
dude. Yeah. No. We had a guy that was a recommendation from another guy in our last race of the year. It was for
okay,
real fast track, and he was filling in for a guy from a recommendation from a guy, and the guy like swore by him, right? And we didn't know much about this guy, but it was the last race of the year. We're trying to finish it out. The owners, everybody's real stressed out and tired and wants it to be over. So they're like, fuck it, you can drive the car. We'll see. He didn't practice or nothing because
oh no,
the car was like not running well. And then the race starts.
even
And
worse.
this dude's, of course, in last because he starts last. I think I started fourth in that race. And that dude loved the guy. He's a great guy in real life. But he was like 10 seconds off pace on a track that we run 17-second laps. So I was lapping him every lap and a half.
Oh, jeez.
I would go on the inside. It was like he was sitting still. And after about 8 laps, he got black flagged and called off. Like, yeah, you're going to kill somebody, bro.
Right.
So,
you're obviously last. There's nothing you can do. You're just a hazard now.
Yeah, and it's people that's what would happen if somebody that's like, I could do it, and they've never done it, and they get in the car and jump right in and start going. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be like, holy fuck, this is terrifying. Like, I'm going to die. So wrecking's not fun. It may look cool on TV. It's not fun. It's freaking terrifying. So
it does add some sort of excitement, but I can only imagine, going those kind of speeds. Like, it's basically like a gamble whether you're going to die or not every time you wreck.
yeah.
Right? It's very potential.
And the thing is, you got to make the conscious effort when you get in the car and you're about to go out. You got your Hans device. It's like it's something that's attached to your helmet and your neck. You put your seatbelts over it. You double check that they're sitting right on top of it. You pull your belts real tight, no matter what you're doing. If you're going out there for practice, I don't have to pull them that tight. Just pull them fucking tight. Pull everything so tight, because that's what saves your life. You can hit something going 180 with all that shit tight as fuck. You should be fine. But if any of that shit's loose, you could die.
You fly out of that harness.
Dude died recently. He was doing the Rusty Wallace experience. I think that's what it's called. And you can pay like a couple $100 and they'll put you in a stock car. They'll let you go like 110 miles an hour at like Texas or Atlanta or some shit. They used to let you go 170, which is like at Talladega only, because you basically just go straight.
Right.
Guy goes out there and he's 110 miles an hour. And the guy that helped him buckle in, I guess, just didn't care. And he had a Hans device on because they're required, but he put his seatbelts on before he put his like helmet on. And the Hans device goes under the seatbelts. So he had it on. It just wasn't hooked to anything.
It was doing nothing.
Right. So he goes down the front stretch, and he also didn't have the steering wheel attached correctly. You're supposed to pull out the back and you push it really hard in, then you let go and then you pull on it real hard. Make sure it's set in place, jiggle it. Apparently people that helped him, because keep in mind, this is a normal ass dude. He doesn't race. So they didn't double check for this guy. Not only was his Hans device not even attached, his steering wheel wasn't attached. So he's going down the front stretch at 110 miles an hour, max speed in these cars, because they're really dumbed down cars, because they ain't gonna let you get in an actual car. You'll kill yourself.
Right.
And steering wheel comes off.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, oh shit. So he desperately starts getting on, and he just keeps his foot in it because you're panicking, right? Like he just keeps his foot in it and goes through the grass on turn 1 and hits the wall. Dies immediately. Well, he's brain dead immediately, and then he dies 2 days later in the hospital because his Hans device was not connected right. Died from the exact same injury Dale Earnhardt Sr. died from.
Wow.
And this was recently. So yeah, if you have that shit buckled in and you double check, you will be fine in almost every situation. But if your Hans device isn't connected, you can hit a wall going 90 and die. So
you say Hans device, is that just kind of like a harness that is built to make sure your helmet and your shoulders are strapped into the car?
Yeah, so it's connected to the sides of your helmet right here, and it sits on your shoulders, and your seatbelts come over it and sit on top of the Hans device. And what it does is when you hit something, your head can only go this far, like this. Your whole body in the car will just move to get together.
Oh wow! Okay.
Well, without the Hans device, your belts aren't connected to so your head will just do this, and you'll just like hit your face on every fucking thing. He's dead.
See. Yeah.
He hit his face on the steering wheel.
Locks you in place.
Yep. So, and you have that little opening in your helmet. It's perfectly there for the steering wheel. Like just kill your ass. Yeah,
Damn.
terrifying. So always wear that.
Have you known anyone that's got into any serious injuries?
Yeah, last year we had a guy. It was like his first race, man, and he was running the top line for some reason at this track that did not have a top line, like up on the top of the track. And
okay.
of course, he gets loose and just smashes the tires, just rips the car almost in half. And he had to have like leg surgery and stuff. He had like a hole in his leg. It's crazy because
holy shit.
It was his first race. He didn't really fit into the cockpit right. Didn't have a lot of time to set everything up. Usually you'll get a custom seat made for you so you fit real nice. He didn't have much of that. And very tall. He's a tall guy, and it was a normal size seat. So he's probably has his legs up on his freaking chest trying to drive. So it was just very not a lot of prep, and he's not really knowing what to look for, and he's not knowing where to run and stuff like that. You know, just ends up in a bad decision. Not anybody's fault, but yeah, he got hurt and it sucked. So
it sounds like, I mean, a lot of injuries and things that go wrong are just people not doing their jobs correctly. And just being safe about it.
Every time you see someone get hurt, it's usually negligent. And I mean, like, severely hurt. Like, Earnhardt died. He didn't wear a harness device. He didn't believe in him. NASCAR hadn't mandated him. They did the week after. Yeah. But they didn't. He died instantly. Wow. And his wreck doesn't even look bad. But he just gone. And
if he was wearing it, he'd been alive for sure.
Yeah, 100%. He'd be alive today if he had a harness device on. He died from an injury from hitting his steering wheel. When they took it out of the car, his steering wheel was a circle, and at the top had an indentation of a face in it. Yeah. And it was bent. Like the steel steering wheel was bent around a skull. Like, he's dead. Yep. Sucks, man.
Must have had a hard head. Well, he had a helmet on, I guess, right? So
yep.
I guess that makes sense.
And yeah, it's just, man, he hit like probably right here. Right here.
He believes in him now.
Oh, he also wore an open face helmet too. So it was just top.
Okay, so he met his steering wheel.
Yeah, dude.
Close and personal.
Yeah, he died instantaneously. Wow. There was no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He was dead.
That's rough. Holy shit.
Pretty scary stuff, man.
All right, let me nab some of these supers. Thanks everyone for tuning in. You guys are fantastic. Just a reminder, before I read some of these, in the description below, you can follow this guy, and please do so because he has been excommunicado from X. I didn't actually mean that pun. It was pretty good.
That's good.
Excommunicado. You can use that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Someone before you joined says, I came for the slobber pockets and stayed for the soy Jesus. I didn't know what that meant. Do you know what that means? Is there
what a slobber pocket is?
Yeah, do I want to know what that is?
That's just a vagina.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay.
It's the slobber pocket, yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Not the bonus hole that the trans people are attempting to appropriate.
No, that's when she's ovulating, bro. You got that slobber pocket.
Okay.
That's what it's all about, bro. You can't beat that shit.
Love it. I love it. Let's see. Superman, if he wasn't scared of green rocks, came back with another 10. He says, "What have I created? Adam has taken over." It's true. I am really loving my my memes. You guys haven't even seen them. I haven't unleashed them into the world. I'm just perfecting my craft, okay? My thumbnails are like a little essence of what it is, but oh man. It's not easy.
You get better. You get better.
But you do get better. I have been getting better. I've noticed. Being able to cut someone's head out and then like that alone took me a while to figure out. But now I know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I do it in like 8 seconds now. It used to take me like it used to take me over an hour to do a thumbnail. Now it takes me like 7 minutes. I'm like, done.
Yeah. I mean, I should probably spend a little bit more time on mine, but you know, it's fine. Breaking news. Camelot teaches Crigler what a vagina is. I know what dude, there's a difference. All right. Slobber pocket is not a phrase that I've heard before. Okay. So shut the fuck up. All right.
It's a good phrase, Nick. Come on.
It is a good phrase. I've never heard it before. It's new to me. All right. Jeez. Oh, my mod just informed me that my beard is looking better and better Thank you,
man.
This is the first beard I've ever really had.
Yeah. So I had a beard recently last year. It's the first big beard I ever had.
Yeah.
And then I shaved it and I had a goofy freaking like carnival mustache and it was thick and huge.
That's cool though. All right.
And I was like, this is great. So I've decided that I think 4 weeks into my cut, 1 month into my cut, I'm going to start growing my mustache and I'm going to have a twirly crazy mustache at the end of my cut and be shredded into a mustache.
So like you got 3 months to grow your stash out.
Yeah. Got
All
80. Right. I got 86 days. 86 days left.
Just under 3 months.
Yeah, 86 days until my first cheat meal. And then I'll still have a month after that of dieting.
Okay. And then after that, fuck it. Back to burgers.
Yeah. It takes a while, man. It takes like 9 months to get even kind of like some weight on you after you cut. It takes me.
Oh, really?
I'll get to 175 and usually.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Okay.
I'll get to 175, get real cut, and then it'll take me all the way until December to get back to like 198. So it's fine.
Gosh. Fucking guy. You know what, Nick?
It's a concern troll. He's a concern troll.
Look, I just everyone can learn new things every day. It's an adventure life, this thing,
Yes, it's beautiful.
Carnell for $10. Thank you, Carnell. Says the universe is a pretty big place. If it's just us here, seems like an awful waste of space. Carl Sagan.
Agreed.
Hail the chat, hail Commodore and Camelot. Cheers, fellas. Thank you, Carnell. Yeah.
Agreed.
Dude, Carl Sagan's friggin' awesome. I'm actually do I have my book? Do I have his book here? No, wait. No, it's downstairs.
Yeah,
I'm reading
Richard Dawkins, Carl Sagan. They were like an entire summer for me at one point. Where I'm just like, love all this shit. And all my friends like don't understand it because we're all redneck. So they're all like wanting to go to the Walmart parking lot and talk about
what are these words you be speaking, man?
I'm like, have you guys ever thought about this? And they're like, let's go to Walmart and drink Natty Lights in the parking lot and talk about how we used to play football in like 9th grade. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with y'all?
Reliving their best years ever.
God. Yes. They're on their like 4th divorce. I'm like, Jesus, man. How about you just not get married again? They're like, yeah, you're probably right. And then they get a divorce. And then a week later, they're like, yeah, I met this girl named Shelly. She's real cool. I'm like, oh, that's good. You should probably go slow. And he's like, well, we're getting married. We're getting married in a month.
We're like, already married.
Stop. And then they start fighting like 2 months in. I'm like, oh, wow, shocking. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I don't miss that, fighting with your significant other. Yeah. It's one thing that's when my wife and I, when we got married, we had yet to fight. And after 6 years, we still have yet to fight. It's fantastic.
It's good. That's how it was with my ex-wife. We we were together 7 years and we never fought once. And then and now this is completely unrelated, but then
trying to inject some doom into my future.
It's just weird how
that's how it was, man. And then after you're 7, they turn on you. I'm telling you. We got along, watch movies, have a good time all the way up until the day. I like woke up one day. We had just stayed up till 3 a.m. eating cookie dough, freaking smashing pissers, laughing like laughing so hard that we can't breathe, tears. And I wake up the next morning and she's just really quiet, very, very weird, out of character. Never done it before. I'm like, hey, what's up, girl? You quiet as hell. What's going on? And she's like, yeah, I don't love you. I'm leaving. And I'm like, and I like laugh and I'm like, what? And she's like, no, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't want to. I got an apartment already. And I'm like, what the? And then she's gone like 4 days later. And that was the last time she ever lived with me. It was over like that. And I was like, what the fuck? So it's weird. It's weird. It's just one of those things. Is it small dick?
Oh yeah, probably. I would imagine. Yeah.
I mean,
Nick's seen it. He knows.
Nick's seen it. Okay. He can attest. All right.
Yeah, it's sad.
Damn, that's rough, man. That's rough. I mean, are you happy though?
Oh yeah, dude. If it was not for that, I would not be here. I would have tried because my entire focus in life was to get off work and go hang out with her. That's all I wanted to do. Can't wait to get off work and see my girl. That's all I wanted to do. So when I didn't have that, I was like, I guess I'll start streaming on Twitch maybe like in 2017. And I'm like, this is pretty fun and got a little bit of a following. And like, then like I did that for like 6 months, got a new job. Started working there. And then I was like, I'm gonna make YouTube videos, and then that blew the hell up. And I'm like, well, thank God for all that. Thank God she left. Look at it, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Why did this pop up? I didn't do this. I don't. Why is this? Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, that was unintended. I don't know why that popped up.
It's a great meme. Yeah,
it's good. Yeah, it is pretty good.
Would have never.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I would have never raced. Would have never even considered. I always would have never done any of this shit. So
awesome.
it's good. It's a good thing that happened, and I'm thankful every day that it happened.
Yeah. What's up, dude? Okay. Got a little cat here. This guy. My
cats will not approach me in here.
No.
They only approach me everywhere else.
This is Osiris. He's a freaking killer, dude.
Look at him.
You didn't find anything?
I have
straight up. There's no mice anymore around my house.
Yeah. So I have 2 cats, Sushi and Butt Cheeks. And
Butt Cheeks.
Yeah, Butt Cheeks.
Sure.
I adopted her like in October of last year, maybe, and she was real frail little cat at the adoption place. And she coincidentally looked like my cat that ran away, Thor. And it was not planned like that, but she was the nicest cat there, so I took her home. And cool. She's super cool. And I have a doggy door, and I don't care what they do.
No litter box?
Nope. They just leave, and I'll see them. I'll literally see them in the like forest in the back of my house. They just run around.
Cool.
And every other day, there's like a dead freaking gopher or some shit just laying in my sunroom with all my plants. I'm like,
they don't eat it. They just bring it in and leave
they just gut it and then leave it there for me.
Well, they don't see you eating anything or hunting anything, so they're like, this guy's probably hungry.
Yeah, but
especially now you're on a diet. You know, they're just trying to hook
you
up.
I woke up in my guest room today because I sleep in my master bedroom, but then I sleep in.
Whoa, that's racist now.
Oh yes, I sleep in the room that's large in my house, and I sleep till like noon because fuck it.
Okay.
And
sure,
at 8 o'clock, I always wake up because the ceiling is like windows, so it's so bright.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
I get up at 8 a.m. and I go to my guest room and I go to sleep
every night,
every single day. And I woke up today and both of my cats were just laying on me. One of them's real fat, and one's real frail.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's fun.
That's fun.
They're snoring and shit. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Why is this? I don't know.
That should just be my logo on YouTube. I don't know why it's not.
Wait, is it not?
No, it's me in space, I think.
So when I hold on, it's the other. Here, I could do it. Now there's 2 of me, but
I don't know what mine is. Hold on, I don't think mine is. Yeah, this is my old logo from years ago.
What is that, like zombie you? Or do you get punched in the eye? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like, why is one of your eyes closed?
My roommate made it. It's now, I don't know. Maybe my Rumble has it. My Rumble has a similar version of it, but it's me in fire.
This one's better. I like this one, actually.
How do you just change them on the fly like that?
Well, I actually am not changing it. I'm currently on here twice. Yeah, but one's muted, and it's because I figured I was freezing for like stuttering, freezing, based on like internet shit. But
I remember that.
It was Brave. It wasn't me, and now I still use Brave for everything except when I'm on StreamYard. So like this version of me is on, I don't remember, but Firefox maybe. Yeah. So I have a Firefox window like on one of my monitors over there that just has me hosted right here.
Yeah, I remember watching you on something and you would freeze like every couple of seconds.
Side scrollers probably.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is going on with this camera? It's just freezing, bro.
It pissed me off, dude. I got a new camera. I got a new HDMI cord. I got a new internet provider. I got all these. I basically figured out every single thing it wasn't before I find out that it was just the browser I was using.
That's what happens, man.
I know.
You never get lucky. I got lucky very recently, and it's never happened. Never happened. So I bought that supercar, and
the R8.
Yeah. When you buy cars like that, you hope there's no issues.
Did you get it new or used?
No, it's got almost no miles on it, but it's used.
Okay.
New shit, ain't no way in hell I can get a new one.
Right.
Because I can afford like maybe $100,000. Can't afford 250. It's not happening. So I get it, and the the check engine light's on, the ECP light is on, and what else? Oh yeah, the hood just popped. I'll be driving, the hood just popped. Now, granted, there's no engine in there. It's the front. It's like a front trunk.
Oh, it's a trunk, right?
Yeah, but it just kept popping. I was like, well, this is annoying. So
Yeah.
I
Like
had
popped like in front so you can't see, or just like
it popped and it was still
you to
locked.
open it and then you have to like hit the
you have to
hitch
flop
thing.
the little floppy. Yeah.
Right.
So
okay.
I'm driving, gets annoying, and when the check engine light, I cleared it, comes right back on after an hour, and it makes it to where it puts it in limp mode, so it'll only rev out to 6,000 RPMs instead of 9,000. So it's annoying. So I was like, well, my theory is, because I checked the codes and it was 2 codes, and there was the left side and right side bank of the intake manifold. So I was like, well, my theory is if it's both of them at the same time, it's probably a vacuum leak. So I just need to find a vacuum leak. And I was like, there is custom exhaust on this. So I'm going to take the bumper off and just look. And there was 2 vacuum hoses sitting there with nothing, just completely open. And I was like, this motherfucker. So I put a screw in them with some sealant, just screwed them in.
Yeah.
And cleared the codes, never saw it again. First thing I tried worked. And then the trunk, I just went, lubed the latches, and I popped the trunk like 100 times, like while I was in my garage. Just kept hitting the button and like closing them with my hands. Hit the button, close them, hit the button. Never popped again. First thing I tried. And now it's like a brand new car. It has nothing, no issues at all. And I'm like, well, fuck, it all worked out.
Yeah.
The first thing, it's usually never that. It's always like something crazy, like a sensor inside the damn head of the engine for no reason. It's crazy shit.
Yeah.
No, it worked. It's cool.
What's up, dude? You gonna go hunting or what? Just trying to get some treats for me. All right, let me catch up here. Jesus Davila with a gifted membership. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Mr. Wolfgram for 5 says his name is Robert Paulson. His name is what? Bitch Tits? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. I forgot about that. What a great movie. God.
You should just name him Bob.
Bob.
Yeah. Right? I mean, it makes sense. Well,
yeah.
Or you can go full name, Robert Paulson, but
that'd be true, yeah. Yeah.
Or just Bob Bitch Tits Bob.
Bob the Bitch Tits.
Bob the Bitch Tits. Yeah, I like it.
That's
V6 Neon says, speaking of Santas, they're re-releasing the original Santa Claus, the movie from 1985 starring Dudley Moore. It's remastered for the big screen and released to cinemas in the UK. Cool. Never seen it. I don't even know who Dudley Moore is. You know Dudley Moore? I have no idea who that is. But you sound excited, so I'm happy for you. Ryan Hinnard says, Western individualism arose from incest taboo, the headline from a Scientific America article. So I suspect places not the West have a bigger issue with cousin coupling. I guess so, especially the royals. Wasn't that like kind of their thing?
It was, but I don't think it like translated into the populace. So North Africa is like 70% off. It's freaking crazy. And then
70%?
It's something like that.
Damn,
there's like a 70% incest rate or something. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. And it's a very high number regardless. And I believe the Middle East, most countries in the Middle East are 50%-ish. And then, of course, the U.S. is like 3%. It's like ridiculously low.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Things I didn't know yesterday.
Something about North Africa, man. I don't know. You like go there and you're like, man, I want to behead somebody and just grape like my sister. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's like a frame of mind. Like,
how do you think at 70% it's consensual for a lot of it?
That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings says Camelot got his ass pounded harder than Will Smith did.
That's for damn sure. Yeah.
I don't know what maybe the accident.
Yeah, getting hit in the ass. Yeah, that's right.
Well, you said combustible. Maybe that's,
yeah.
That's what you were thinking about. Ryan Hinnard says, love 1980s G bodies, but with circle track guys who put them on dubs, guys who put hydraulics on them, make it so they're a very diverse group of guys, preventing me from getting a clean one. Okay, I don't understand anything you just said to me.
Where's that? An engine with no miles
on it.
Does
that make sense to you?
Before the parts heat up and fuse. Hold on, wait. I'm trying to find it. Where's that chat at?
This is in this is a Rumble chat.
Oh, Rumble. Oh shit, that's
here.
easy.
Here, it's in private chat.
Okay, cool. That even works too.
All right, this is from Ryan Hinnard.
1980 G bodies, but with circle track guys who put them on dubs, guys who put hydraulics on, they can wear it. It's a very dangerous. You guys prevent me from getting a clean one. 80s G bodies. G bodies. I don't know. Maybe it's like
you love a specific type of car,
yeah.
a G body, like from the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah. So he's
Okay.
it's there's this class that runs in a in racing, like oval track racing.
Yeah.
I believe they call it like sportsmen, something like that. I have a few guys that run those cars. It's a General Motors, like it's like their Monte Carlos from back in the like 70s. They're kick ass looking cars. But yeah, a lot of guys run those cars. But I think he's saying they go way too hard, like they put a lot of expensive shit all over them and change them out and
Just
stuff
ruin
like
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a clean one. That makes sense. Pepe Payne says, Adam, could you ask Cam to share this next naked snake as well? This is what I want to get done this year for veterans. Thanks, fellas. This is Wreaths Across America. Here, I'm going to post this in private chat so you can see what I'm looking at. Wreaths Across America, please help us remember, honor, teach on December 16th, 2023 at 11 a.m. Wreath placement immediately following ceremony by sponsoring a wreath, volunteering, or inviting friends to help. Oh, that's awesome. So this is just supporting veterans. I like that. Yeah.
I mean, no one else is going to do it, so we got to do it.
Yeah.
The government don't go, fuck.
22 till none, baby.
You're like, hey, I'm a veteran. Are you going to help me out? And they're like, are you a Chinese veteran? You're like, what? No. They're like, do you live in
Israeli?
China currently? No. It's like, do you live in Ukraine? It's like, no, motherfucker, I was in the U.S. Armed Forces. They're like, oh, get out of our face, bitch. You're like, what?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Damn.
Shit out of luck.
Oops.
Well, got you, Pepe. Diana Francisco says, what a great conversation. Love race talk. I'm a huge fan. Top Fuel drag racing, and Shirley Muldowney is the best. Thank you, Adam, for a sweet guest. Cam, you are very fun. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you, Diana.
Check out his stuff, guys. He's got great guests constantly. He's hilarious, and he does this thing called Fight Milk, which I find kind of disgusting, but it is what it is. What is there alcohol in there too?
Yeah, so a little bit of Woodford.
Tell me, where did this come about? This whole Fight Milk thing.
I had a guy in my chat named Aaron Golden years ago, on my third stream ever. This all started on my very beginning. There's like actually a GIF image if you Google my name, like Google or Camelot331. There's a GIF image of me just taking my shirt off and I have a headband on, and it's from
I might have. I feel like that I've seen that somewhere.
It's from my third show, and I think it's from the first Naked Snake ever. I was real drunk. And basically, I was like, hey, if you guys give me $500, I guess I'll take off my shirt. It wasn't even my idea. Somebody in the chat was like, hey, if you hit 500, you should take your shirt off. And I was like, okay, because it looked like we were going to hit 500 in super chats. And I was like, okay, cool. So I just did it. And then somebody, I think it might have been the same day, maybe the stream after, somebody was like, hey, if you hit 1,000, you should do Fight Milk. It's like, milk and eggs and whiskey, and you should down it. And I'm like, okay, because, I'm a whore. I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. And it's supposed to be crow eggs, I think, from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I just use eggs, obviously. I've used quail eggs before too, but
those are small, right? Quail eggs?
Yeah, little baby ass eggs. So I killed it, drank it, and it was fine. And then I was like, yeah, we'll just do that then somebody asked, hey, did you hit Naked Snake or shirtless goal or Naked Snake goal like the stream after? And I was like, no, I guess we'll continue doing that. So I never stopped doing it.
And how many days in a row have you done now, Naked Snake?
The previous record was 6, and the current record is 233. Yeah,
that's a big difference.
2 years.
Holy shit!
I have not missed Naked Snake in 2 years.
That's insane. I wonder what that's like. 500 in super chats a show. Wow, that's awesome.
It's good. I don't know why they support me, and I fully expect to lose the streak every day, and then I don't. They just never do. And I hit Fight Milk every other stream at least, or something. I hit it like 7 streams in a row recently, and I was like, God, Jesus, just keeps fucking going.
Flawed told me about Fight Milk.
Yeah, dude.
And you do it multiple times
if I hit. So basically, yeah. So if I hit my 1,000 in super chats, I'll do Fight Milk, and then every 500, I'll double it. And I've done quad before. I've done 4, which 8 eggs.
How much alcohol's in it? Are you getting drunk?
I just keep, yeah, it blitzed my ass. Yeah. So yeah, I just keep doing it. Now I have a 24-hour stream coming. I probably won't do it because I won't survive.
You'll be dead.
It'll be like because if things go how they usually go, it'll be like a 9 freaking times fat milk thing. I'll be like, there's no way I can't do it. That's like 40 eggs. How the hell? Like, I'll die probably.
Right.
Like,
right.
So I'm not going to try to die, but yeah, it'll be fun. It will. I do a 24-hour stream if I hit 250 naked snakes in a row, and we're 17 away. So
nice. That's cool.
What happens?
Well, definitely go check out his stuff in the description below. You can find all of his links. Cam, that was a lot of fun, man. Thanks for joining me.
I love it.
And I look forward to jumping on your show next week.
Yeah, hopefully some people in the chat come join and make Crigler do some fight milk with me.
Now we have a mission. Oh gosh, I don't know what that means. Nick,
that means Nick's coming in Monday and he's gonna be like, you know what, motherfucker.
Oh god. See a couple fight milks. Oh no. I guess I'll have to do it. Fuck. All right. Well, I'll see you guys there. Definitely tune in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'll be back, of course, tomorrow on my show, The Crigler Show, here on YouTube and Rumble. Thanks for supporting, everyone. You guys are all the best. And just remember, go follow, like, and subscribe. Both of these lovely gentlemen. Yes, I'm talking about myself, but you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.